Hello, guys. Today's video will be another autobiographical one. In my update video, link in the description, I talked a bit about why I use text-to-speech. Well, today I'll delve deeper into that. When I was 6, the librarian at my school threw me headfirst into a bookcase, and I started having seizures. The doctors ran tests on me and diagnosed me as having temporal lobe epilepsy and found a cystic mass above my right temporal lobe. A week before I was scheduled to have it removed, I caught strep throat. They prescribed me penicillin, despite my parents telling them there was a family history of allergies on both sides. They told my parents not to worry. They should have. It started with a red rash, flu-like symptoms, and a high fever. But my doctors kept saying there was nothing wrong with me. This was back in the 90s when we had Medicaid and were forced to use these doctors. Weeks went by and I was getting worse. After running a 103 to 104 Fahrenheit fever for a few days, and not even an ice bath could break it, my parents took me to Children's Hospital in Detroit. Within 5 minutes of seeing me, the doctor in the ER diagnosed me with Stevens-Johnson syndrome, SJS. They packed me down with ice bags to break my fever, and I went into shock and flatlined. It took them almost an hour to get a stable pulse. I'll link to the Mayo Clinic's entry on SJS in description. But basically, SJS liquefies your skin, and in my case, I lost over 85% of my epidermis and it damaged the lining of my windpipe and lungs. I was in the hospital a total of a year and a half, 6 months of that in a coma on a ventilator. I came to a few days before my 7th birthday, then my airway collapsed, and I had to have an emergency tracheotomy, an operation where they make a hole in your windpipe and place a breathing tube in it. Somewhere between when I came out of the coma and got the tracheotomy, my vocal cords were severed. From then on it was hard to communicate as most people couldn't understand me, so I had to write everything down. I hated the sound of my new voice and got frustrated easily at not being able to communicate. And when kids started teasing me at school, I withdrew and stopped talking unless I was called on by teachers. I was sick a lot and didn't have many friends, so books and video games became my companions, which did wonders for my social skills. I'm still shy and a bit antisocial because of my voice, but not being able to freely speak has taught me to choose my words carefully. It's also made me more patient and a better writer and communicator overall, as I've had a lot of experience bridging communication gaps. Over the years, I've had several more cases of SJS, thankfully none as severe as that first one. I wouldn't wish the trauma I endured on anyone, but I wouldn't be who I am today were it not for it. But it wasn't always easy. I spent many years being angry and wallowing in self-pity, until I realized I could let the pain of my past break me or make me stronger. So, it's this message of resilience and overcoming adversity that I want to spread with my writing and videos. What about you? What have you overcome in your life? Let me know in the comments, and remember to like, share and subscribe for more videos like this.